Hello and welcome to another episode of eScoot Talks. In this episode, we're going to be talking about Xiaomi scooters. We are going to talk about Xiaomi scooter history, about all the scooters that Xiaomi brought to the market within the last 5 years from their first model. And I'm just going to discuss what are differences in between them and how much they managed to improve their latest scooter compared to their first scooter. So, around roughly 5 years ago, Xiaomi released their first electric scooter, M365, and they also released kind of a light edition. It was Xiaomi M1 187, if I remember correctly, or 178. I actually don't remember exactly. So that light version was actually only white. The M365 was coming in white and dark gray color, and they became super popular. Okay, they were just so simple and easy, and they were not too expensive actually. The cheapest price that I heard was like something like $250. You could have get them in Europe online for something between 3 and 400 euros. So for that price to get a scooter that actually has a smart BMS and some of those things was actually absolutely brilliant. Scooter had a simple design, and well, of course it wasn't perfect. So but a couple of really good things with Xiaomi in the beginning, in the start, was like, for example, mm, in lots of people got an offer where they would actually get a spare tires and tube with the scooter. And that was Xiaomi's smart approach. So they made a budget-friendly electric scooter that was really cheap enough, easy for almost anyone to afford. And they shipped them with spare tires and tubes because they're aware that, those tires and tubes are so rare and so unique that it's going to be hard for people to get those tires and tubes once they get a puncture. And since tires are pneumatic, they are going to get a puncture sooner or later. So also, that first Xiaomi had 110 millimeter disc, and another great thing was it was so much open for modifications. So quite quickly, within I think something like 6 months of that scooter being on the market, there were already custom firmwares available where you can unlock a speed and things like that, and quite quickly parts actually became available on the market. Okay, a bit of a downside, there were lots of other brands copying them, and there were lots of copy parts out there available. But at least, for example, if you break a kickstand, you actually don't care is it original or not original, or battery charging port cover if it's broken, or bolts and nuts covers for wheels, mudguards and things like that. Like uh, why not? Now people started immediately doing some modifications for them, customizations, upgrades and similar things. So a couple of things people were like, the most popular thing were actually mudguard supports and actually custom displays that can actually show your actual speed. And another thing was actually people fitting a spare battery actually here in the front of the scooter to get a higher range. So the way Xiaomi replied to that, and they were also of course looking for a bit higher speed. So how Xiaomi actually respond to that was releasing Xiaomi Pro scooter, and Xiaomi Pro scooter came with a speedometer. It came with a different Pro motor, 350 watt motor that had a bit more power, so that people could get something. Like, that was a really kind of quick upgrade within a couple of months or a year. I actually can't remember exactly. So they didn't make too many changes, but they continued watching what's actually happening out there on the market, what's market doing, and everything. And then they released their second series, and first scooter in their second series was actually Essential. And it was just during all those lockdowns when those second series was released. And actually, since that scooter was called Essential, there was kind of like a joke, since only essential travel was allowed during a lockdown. If you travel on Xiaomi Essential scooter, then your travel is essential. Of course, it was a joke. It wasn't true. It wasn't true, but it was a funny joke. So on their second series, Essential was actually same as that light version that came in only white color. So the same scooter with that smaller battery. But there was something slightly different about. So this second series, because white Xiaomi's weren't selling that much, they made second series of Xiaomi only in a dark gray color. And when it comes to upgrades, you know, I'm gonna actually go to this. This is what actually 1S. They came with dual brake levers for German market, because Germany already started preparing for legalizing electric scooters, and there were some rules in place. One of the rules was that it needed to have two brakes, and it needed to have a place for registration plates. So since first scooters, like, you know, there was problem, as I said, with punctures, and then people started to avoid getting punctures over and over and over again, and they started moving towards solid tires. Now, with solid tires, what started happening is that the rear mudguards started breaking quite often. So people started putting mudguard supports, and Xiaomi listened to that, and in their next scooter uh, they brought mudguard supports, and those were actually metal mudguard supports. In the second series, all of the scooters had speedometer, not just the Pro version. Then all scooters got actually 120 millimeter discs. They redesigned rear reflectors that were earlier just stickers. Now those were clip-on reflectors that you could have take off if you're fixing a puncture repair, and once done you just clip them back in. They also got a bigger tail light and a better and brighter headlights as well. The falling mechanism was improved a little bit later, like halfway through that second series. They actually replaced that falling lever with a bit of a different design, and they removed actually this plastic ring because it wasn't needed, because it had a bit of different security system in place. As I said, they absolutely scrapped the white color, and they added a plate for sticking registration sticker, because that's one of the requirements for those scooters to be legalized in Germany. And yeah, the Pro version came with a black bell, and then they continue with that, and rubber seals were now black. They weren't red anymore. The only red thing was actually this charging port cover that was now magnetic. Now, Pro version, everything the same, except Pro version came with that 12.8 amp hour battery that had a longer range, and it came with 350 watt motor. Everything else was the same. Now, when it came to customization, speed unlocks, and things like that, actually 250 watt motor had better torque, 350 watt motor had a better higher speed. You know. Then after that, earlier this year, they released Mi Scooter 3. Now, Mi Scooter 3 came only with 7.8 amp hour battery, like M365 originally, and like 1S. But they brought back a white color, kind of ultra light gray or whatever, in combination with red rubber seals and red brake cable and the charging port cover. But they also brought a new brake caliper, because one of the most popular upgrades later on Xiaomi scooters were actually X-Tech semi-hydraulic brake calipers. And also some people were doing modifications in a way they wanted their scooter to be different, so they would 3D print blue rubber seals, and they would get the blue brake cable and try and make it kind of dark gray and blue. So on this scooter, actually, that was their main improvement. Well, improvement actually just changes and modifications. The white scooter actually got a lighter grips, and that's kind of all. Nothing too much changed on that scooter. Now with this is actually Xiaomi Pro 4 that's supposed to be released later this year or latest at start of the next year. And the biggest improvement immediately that I really like about that scooter is tubeless anti-puncture gel tires. So those tires have a jelly glue inside. They were first brought to the market on a 9-bot Max G30. So even if you run over a nail, you're not gonna get a puncture. Now, next thing is also brilliant. It's a charger. Charging port was moved to a higher place on the scooter, and now that's a magnetic charger. And I absolutely like Xiaomi. Well done. I love magnetic chargers myself. Like, they're so brilliant. So I'm super happy to see that, and I'm super happy to see that the charging port connector is moved. Now, I don't see it in a white color, so maybe again they decided to skip on a white color. And this scooter now comes with 130mm rear disc rotor. Overall, scooter looks great. I absolutely like it. Rubber seals are again black. The thing that I don't actually like regarding this scooter is a price tag. Like, Xiaomi Pro 4 is supposed to retail at a price of something between 700 and 800 euros. And in this price tag, I would expect to see a little bit more on that scooter. I would definitely expect to see suspension on any scooter over 500 euros. And also I would really like, after so many years and experience of building electric scooters, I would expect a better waterproof rating for a scooter. For those who don't know, who still don't know, none of the Xiaomi scooters aren't waterproof. Like, water damage is not something that's happening too often, but if you decide to do some work on a scooter yourself, and if you open a deck and you don't close it properly, or you don't replace a seal, then you might get water damage later down at some stage if you're driving it in a rain. First of all, I wouldn't recommend you driving it in a rain, but in case you are doing so, then, avoid heavy rain and avoid puddles, because that's quite important. Overall, Xiaomi scooters, first 3 series of their scooters, they all had most of the parts exactly the same, and that is a brilliant approach. They didn't change too much. They did improve scooters, but overall they didn't change them. And because of that, even when they released their second series, they parts from first series would fit on. Now with this fourth series, it's not going to be the same, because it's redesigned, quite a lot. The frame is different and everything. And I'm actually glad to see that, because another thing that started happening with Xiaomi scooters is there's so many knockoffs. There's so many copy Xiaomis that were being sold as original Xiaomi. So people were being scammed, and you would see so many scooters, you see it's not a Xiaomi, but it's listed and advertised as Xiaomi. So yeah, I honestly, personally, myself can't wait to see it again. The battery is again 12.8 amp hours from Xiaomi Pro originally. At some stage it would be nicer also to see maybe a bit bigger deck and fitted a bit bigger battery. But like, well, listen, maybe in next generation, fifth generation of Xiaomi scooters, maybe we will finally see a scooter with suspension and scooter with better waterproof level. But overall, like, Xiaomi did a great job because they sold so many scooters. There were so many scooters everywhere, all around the world. They made them cheap enough to get a quite big market cap. And then, there were so many third-party parts available out there, upgrades, modifications, and things like that. Like Modern is making so many custom things for Xiaomi. So you can customize Xiaomi in so many different ways. There are stickers and wraps available, and just like lots of other things. And that's making Xiaomi quite better than others. And then the best part, all scooters have a smart BMS. That's really, monitoring your scooter battery. It has temperature sensors to prevent fire or anything like that. And there are again third-party apps that you can connect to your phone and actually check the health of your battery. So overall, yeah, Xiaomi is doing a good job. They're getting a little bit pricey and they're getting a little bit overpriced. If that price tag would go down to 500 or 600 euros, I would be okay for that. But like 800 euros is definitely, I think, too much for this type of a scooter. So this is going to be all for this episode, folks. I hope you did really like it and enjoy it. If you did, hit the like button. If you still didn't subscribe to my channel, please subscribe. Share it with friends that you think that might find this video helpful. And if you have any questions, post them in the comments down below. I maybe won't reply in a comment, but I will probably reply in one of my upcoming videos. And if you have any suggestion for my future episodes, definitely feel free to post those in the comments down below, and I will be definitely making more episodes. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Bye bye.